Welcome to this lesson, and today we're going to start our algebra course series. Okay, so this is the first lesson in algebra, and this is a very beginner friendly course, and today's lesson is particularly for beginners. And if you are an intermediate or advanced student, then you can watch this lesson for revision, and the videos that I will make after 9 or 10 days are going to be for advanced student. Okay, so this is just an introduction lesson to algebra. Okay, so algebra is a very vast, broad field of mathematics. Okay, it is used in all realm of mathematics. Okay, so all the fields, most of the fields use algebra. Okay, so on its own, algebra is a very broad field of mathematics. And first, let's talk about the terminologies of algebra before going into further into the lessons. Let's talk about the terminologies in algebra. First one is variable. Let's write it well. Variable. Okay. So what is a variable? What is a variable? Okay. So you can simply think of a variable as an unknown value. Okay. So any expression you have, like x plus 5, in here this x, this unknown value, is a variable, and this can vary. This can change. You can put the value for x, whatever you want, or whatever is given in the context. Okay, so if x is equal to 1, then the value of this whole will be 6. If it was something else, like if x is, let's say, 2, then the value will be 7. Okay, so the variable can vary depending on the context, depending on what you want. Okay, so or you can say this is not known. Okay, so you can think of variable as something that is unknown. So this is what a variable is, as simple as that. Okay, to represent an unknown quantity, an unknown value, we use variables. Okay, and variables are alphabets. Okay, mostly we use x, y, z, these three for variable, but this is not a rigid rule. Okay, you can use any alphabet you like. Okay, but mostly we use these. Okay, so this is what variable is, and an example of variable would be in this expression x. Okay, here x is the variable. Okay, in this kind of expression 3x plus 9, let's say x is the variable here. Okay, so this is the example of variable. X is the variable. Okay, so all the term that is underlined are variable. Okay, so this is the whole term, but in here only this part, or you can say the coefficient here, is the variable. Okay, so you can have like y plus z in which both of them are variables. Another example might be 2 plus z in here. Z is, let me write z well. Z is the variable. Okay, now let's talk about another term which is constant. Okay, so what is a constant in algebra? So constants are things which, terms or things that you know the value of. Okay, so constants are things that you know the value of. For example, 3, you know what 3 is. Okay, exactly, you know what 3 is. If you have an expression like x plus 3, this cannot vary, this cannot change. Okay, so you cannot put anything. You can't put in the place of 3 anything that you want. Okay, but here you can. Okay, so 3 here is a constant. Another example would be y plus 5, and here 5 is the constant. Okay, the constant are numbers. Constants are basically numbers. It can be all kinds of numbers. Okay, so those are constants. Next term that you might hear. This was so simple. This wasn't that hard. Next term is an expression. Okay, so this term, expression. Okay, so what does an expression mean? Okay, so let me just enumerate them. So like 1 here. Okay, so this of one number, 2, and thirdly we're going to talk about expressions. Okay, so expressions are just statements in mathematics. Okay, so so these are like operations, statements in mathematics. For example, if you're given 2 plus 3, you have to like perform any kind of calculation there. So it is an expression. Okay, so you're not going to have an equal sign in expression. Okay, so this is an expression. This is an expression. This can be in algebraic form. Okay, algebraic form means that you have variable mixed with it. Okay, x plus 5. This here is also an expression. This whole is an expression, and this expression is composed of a variable and a constant. This expression is only made up of constants, but in here, this is mixed. So this is what an expression means. 5 plus, it can be y. Okay, so this is what an expression is. Okay, let's talk about the next thing that you might see in an algebra class. Okay, and that is something sort of related to this expression. Okay, so this is related to an expression, algebraic expression. So you might also say this, and people might be like, this is totally different from expression. Then this is not. Okay, they are same, but when you have algebraic, it means it is in the form of algebra. It means that it is mixed with, okay? It means you're going to have variables there and constants and also the operation, okay? For example, like 3x plus y here, x and y are variables and 3 is a constant. This is an algebraic expression, okay? So you can only have just variables there, okay? So you can also have variables only. Okay, so this is an algebraic expression. You can have something like this, 2x plus 5. This is also an algebraic expression. Okay, so these were the examples, and I have told you the meaning also. Okay, so I hope you have understood it. Okay, so yeah, let's move on to the next term that you also might hear in an algebra class. Okay, so I hope you had noted this down or had understood it. If you don't want to note down. Okay. Next, in 5 number, we have equation. Okay. So what is an equation? This is just like an expression, but in addition to that, you're going to have an equal sign there. Okay. Meaning it tells you a relationship between different things. Okay. Between different variables and a variable and a constant. Okay. For example, you can have like 3x plus 5 is equal to, let's say, 14. So here 14 is a term and this whole is an expression. So this expression is equal to this term right over here. So it shows an equality. This shows an equality. That's why this whole can be called as an equation. Okay, this is an equation. So this can be in the form of algebra or like this, okay, in the form of only numbers. Okay, so this is also an equation. This is also an equation. Okay, the thing is that you need to have an equal sign there. Okay, so you have an equal sign. This is an equation, and its name is telling you its meaning. Equation means you're gonna have an equal sign. Okay, so these were the fundamental terminologies that you might hear in an algebra class. Now I'm going to wipe this up. I hope it is clear. This was it for today's lesson. In the following lesson, we're gonna learn how to solve an equation, how to solve the variable for an equation, and how to simplify an algebraic expression. Okay, so this will come out in the next lesson. Okay, so till then, goodbye, and see you in my next video.